Uh, this is the hardest part. Actually, is getting started. So yeah. Ah. What's up, y'all? Nat, the old school otaku here. And I'm sure you have a few questions, and I have a few potential answers. At the very least, there is some things I do want to discuss today. And it's been a little while since we've had a discussion. It's been a little while since we have talked. So I'm trying a slightly different video angle here. Actually, I'm in the process of trying to figure out a good streaming setup potentially, and this is one of the potential angles that I'm looking at in order to do some more regular live streaming and things, playing video games and whatnot. And wanted to give this shot a try and see how it looks. So let me know what you think. It's a different view of the otaku corner of my little command center here. So it is what it is. But I guess the first thing to get off my chest is I know those of you who have been following me for a while. Follow me over the last year and a half or so since I've started restarting the channel and actually releasing videos more regularly. You may have noticed a few things pop up here and there in videos, such as painted nails from time to time, as well as, the hair being longer, the beard being gone. And you may have suspected a few things from time to time. So now it seems that now's the right time, so I wanted to come out and basically say it. I am a transgender woman, and that is basically it. I'm in the process of working towards my transition in order to move towards a full-time, as it were, as far as the as far as this transition goes. So with that coming, I figured it was high time that I actually talk to y'all and let you know what is going on and what to expect coming up in the coming months, the coming year, into the future. So I have no intentions of not making videos for this channel. I have no intentions of stopping this channel at all. I do enjoy what I do. I do enjoy talking about computers and things, and we can see the new server is sitting here. So this is going to, I'm going to finish the series on this, talk about the next steps, other things that I have done with it, get into some more details as far as the software side of things and other stuff that I've continued to work on. And maybe you might want to know a little bit more about how the network is set up here, because I'm doing some updates as far as the network is concerned. And, how we handle things in the otaku abode, as it were. And, of course, my own personal philosophies, how I configure everything. So that could be some videos coming up here. And, of course, I don't want to stop talking about, figures and whatnot that I have up here as I start getting more of them. And I have some other thoughts and ideas. It's just, this transition has actually been a large part of my personal life, and trying to come to the point where I feel comfortable sitting in front of all of you and basically out and out saying it, that this is me, and this is going to be the me pretty much going forward. So that's been a big thing, and I wanted to, get this off my chest, but also let you know that I have no plans of stopping working on this channel and doing what I have been doing. I still love talking about anime and stuff. I got, discs and things behind me. I even have, some new shirts, new pickups and things that I want to go over. So obviously there's some more stuff to talk about. And of course, I want to start getting into more things that I've been really wanting to do. It's just a lot of the stuff beyond the overviews and the pickups and things requires a lot more time to sit up and do. I want to do more reviews of older anime and things like that, but those obviously take time. The one full review that I got out for the Jigen's Gravestone anime way back when I actually did that took I think it took multiple days to really write the script for the review. Then there was the reviewing of the script and verifying, making sure that it all looked right and sounded right. Then there's the recording. That took a couple of days to get done. And then from the recording, there's all of the editing and everything that took place. So those do take a long time to produce, but I do want to start doing those more regularly if I can. So that is something I'm looking into. And I know I've had a few suggestions of things that y'all would like to see, such as me going through my Laserdisc collection. I realize I've gone through my Cell collection, but I've never actually fully gone through and showed you my whole Laserdisc collection. So that is something that I'm looking forward to doing coming up here in the future. I've got to go bring quite a bit of my Laserdiscs back from storage in order to do this, but it's something I can definitely do. And of course, I've got quite a few boxes that I boxed up from the from the Otaku apartment way back when that are still sitting in their original boxes, and I need to get them moved over to the new record style, Laserdisc style archival boxes that I purchased for that process. And it's a good time to go ahead and do that, get that cataloging going, as well as a chance to record videos and talking about all of that. So I do want to know your opinions on that idea, and then how you would prefer to see it. Because I could see this going a number of ways. I could talk about all of them, and it could be just one video where I show each piece in my collection one after another. And that could be one video. It probably will be fairly long-ish, probably the average length that I usually do, somewhere between 20 to 40 minutes. However, if I were to go more in depth and really go into each of the pieces, showing all of the artwork and everything like I do when I talk about some of the stuff that I have picked up, those would obviously be much, much longer. I have quite a few Laserdiscs in my collection. It'll take quite a while to go through that. So, if you want to see more detail, like I have been showing for a lot of my pickups, for that would obviously need to be multiple videos, multiple relatively quite a few relatively long videos that could be. That could help pad out, having more frequent content potentially, but it will take a long time to record. The editing is relatively quick on those, but it depends on how off the cuff I get. And of course, to help with a lot of this off the cuff stuff, like I am doing right now, obviously having a teleprompter would help, things like that. And as of right now, I don't have a lot of that equipment, but I am looking into it. So I'm looking into a lot of different ways that I could help, up the up the quality of my videos in this channel. I do enjoy my current style of being very off the cuff in things that I say and how I go about things. But from time to time, there's stuff that scripts mean something. Like when I did the Armitage the Third video of what animation taught me, I realized that sitting down and actually writing a script of what I really thought probably would have made that video a lot better, despite how personal what I said was. It definitely would have probably helped a lot. And going back and looking at that video and listening to that video also had a lot to do with with my coming out and transition, I was dealing with a lot of that at the time that I was working on that video. So this me has been something that has been going on for quite some time. It's nothing new. This is what I am, and of course, if that offends you, you don't want to listen to me anymore, that's perfectly fine. It is all up to you how you feel about all of that, and that's perfectly fine. No issues there. I encourage all of you to reach out to me if you wish for information and whatnot. And of course, I want to know what your thoughts are on how I should proceed with the channel going forward, things like that. Obviously, as enjoyable as playing the character that is Nate, the old school otaku, is, it's going to be very difficult to continue being Nate, the old school otaku, as I continue on with my transition. I'm not going to exactly look much like a Nate for a whole lot longer. And of course, there's the whole thing of, prosthetics and all of that. I don't have a costume department. I don't need to go that deep. So, I think you enjoy the personal aspect that I put into this, though, despite the fact that Nate is a character, Nate was also me. So, going forward, probably be announcing myself as Nat, the old school otaku, because Nate was short for Nathan, and Nat is short for Natalie. So that is how that is going. So the website, things like that, the names, all of that isn't necessarily changing, though I realize, my website is oldschoolotaku.ngsilver.com. Eventually I should probably get a full-on domain name for that. And I do actually kind of want to do more with my website as well. As of right now, it's basically just me reposting my videos that go up to YouTube. But I would like to do more in the way of articles. Maybe actually do a video coinciding with an actual article where I could potentially get maybe a little bit more in depth in the article, in the written article, and be a little bit more briefer in the actual video. That could be another way to see more. I could take more photos and other things so that if you want more information on what I'm going with or want to see more details, you could check those links to find that. In fact, I think I technically did that with these figures. I had actually taken a lot of those photos, but I realized I don't think I put that post out there. So that is something I'm in the process of figuring out how to go about that coming into the future. But I just wanted to let you know that I am not stopping to make videos. I made a couple of videos in the month of December. There was these figures pickup video, and then of course the the video for how to for the Christmas shopping. And that was really cool. It's been quite a while since I've had a chance to actually come out and do one of these videos. So I was very pleased to be able to do one this year, and hopefully it was helpful to all of you going into it. Of course, I want to do a little bit more live streams and things like that. I know I had done a live stream for the Discotheque Day announcement back in September, and I wanted to do one for the one in December, but I was very, very tired that day. I was not going to be able to stay awake. In fact, I didn't stay awake. I crashed out long before that started. So unfortunately, I couldn't do a live reaction of that. But I want to do that more often as more of these things potentially happen. Because it was lots of genuine excitement, seeing that Hajime no Ippo was coming out. I was singing and dancing and all of that, and it was a lot of fun being live and doing that. So I would like to do that more for a lot of these other things. So I have a lot of ideas and thoughts of things that I want to do and try with the channel coming up, and of course, not necessarily stopping the usual going over stuff I've purchased. I've got a pile of stuff here that was things that we had purchased. Me and Ruchan had gotten back when we had gone to Florida for our vacation last winter. And I realized we hadn't gone over any of that stuff. And like some of this stuff that I have here, some of the like summer purchases and things like that. But there's bags of stuff that we had bought on our way down to Florida, on our way back from Florida, that I hadn't even touched on yet. So I've got quite a bit of pickups and things that I can go into and talk about. And I don't want to necessarily stop doing that content, but I like to give you guys a little bit more than just, hey, here's this cool stuff that I bought. Go a little bit more in depth, do more reviews, talk about more old anime. I've come into a lot of old anime as things have gone, and I want to continue forward with, sharing my love of that with all of you. So that is something that I don't think is going to stop anytime soon. I will continue to go ahead with that. And of course, my techno lust knows no bounds too. So I'll definitely want to continue to do some of this stuff too as well. So kind of intersperse that here and there as well. So I really just wanted to give you guys an update of what's going on with the channel here in 2021. The year 2020 has been a good year, but also not such a great year in a lot of ways. 2020 was a lot of me coming out of my shell, as it were, and of course 2021 is going to be even more of that. So hopefully you will continue on with me on this journey, and I'll continue to share my love of old school anime and things. I mean, I continue to pick up a lot of stuff. This is a shirt that I had actually gotten purchased over the weekend of YomaCon, where we did a big live stream and whatnot. And I thought this was really cool, old school looking thing that I thought was really neat. So I am still, picking up a lot of this type of stuff, and hopefully you will join me in the future as we go along with that. So let me know your thoughts, concerns, questions. Hit me up in the comments section below. Obviously, you can also hit me up on Twitter, on Facebook, on Tumblr. Links to my social media, as always, are in the description below, as well as a link to the website, which doesn't have a whole lot there, but hopefully we'll be making changes coming up here relatively soon as well. And of course, more content is on the way. I've recorded a lot of different things throughout the years that I just need to sit down and edit. And one of the things that allows me to actually sit down and produce more of this content is this chair that I'm sitting in. You would not believe the difference that this chair makes by making one small adjustment, by changing out the armrests. When I built this chair, I built it based off of what it said I was supposed to do. And it turns out that actually put the arms opposite of where they should have been. So I finally got around to flipping them. And in doing so, it is amazing how much longer I can sit in this chair now that these are like this. The armrest was really making it difficult for me to sit into the chair for long periods of time. I originally purchased this chair in order to be able to sit and enjoy being at my computer more than I have been, because my old office chair was starting to cause me pain. I could sit in it for maybe an hour, maybe two, before I was really hurting and needing to move somewhere else more comfortable. This chair was doing something very similar to me, but now that I've actually changed out the armrest, it is something that I believe that I can sit into this for very long periods of time. In fact, I've been able to sit in this and edit in it for a very long period of time. I've been able to play games, do all these other things here more than what I have been within the past years. It's not been a full year, but since I actually got this chair, and I've never actually sat down and reviewed this chair, so maybe that's something I could talk about. And what chair is this? This is the Ergo Chair 2 from, I think Autonomous is the company, and it's a really nice chair. Really good quality. And now that I've actually figured out what the problem was with it, I can actually recommend it, where before I wasn't sure I wanted to even talk about it. I'd done some filming on the building of this and my thoughts after I built it, and it didn't feel right, because this was supposed to be a really nice chair, and it turned out it didn't feel like one at the time, but now it does. So there's that. But in the end, I suppose I'm probably rambling, which is something I do quite frequently and really, really good at. So, like I said, I don't exactly have a script here, but I wanted to let you all know what's been going on. And, just let you know that I'm still here, going to continue to bring out content as I am able. It may be a little bit slower than it has been. May only be able to get 1 to 2 videos out a month, but we'll see how it goes. But I do want to get more content out to y'all, and hopefully you will continue to enjoy it and watch it as I do. But either way, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me up to this point, and I do hope to see you all again next time. This is Nat, the old school otaku, signing off. Well, I guess let's go ahead and do it, I suppose. Really no reason to not. All right. Well, now to see how this turned out.